Matt McCucci again. Welcome back to the channel. And if you've been following the Basic Beginner series thus far, I apologize for the gap between episode 1 and episode now. The past couple weeks I've just had a lot going on, and I haven't been really able to get to actually filming and editing a video for you guys. So if you followed the first video, that was about chest. Now today we're going to be talking about arms. Episode 2. So same thing like the first one. It's going to be 4 exercises. We're going to go over proper form, setup, range of motion, and all that good stuff. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and as always, let's just get straight on into the work.
Alright, so for the first exercise, we're going to be doing dumbbell curls. There's 2 different ways you could do this. I'll show you both. The first way is seated, and then the second way you could be standing up. So for this one, you want to keep the dumbbells, the weights, whichever you're using, right in front of you, and you want to make sure that you're squeezing at the top of this movement. Now what I mean is, you'll see after the weight comes past chest level, you're getting up to almost your collarbone. You want to focus on squeezing that muscle and pulling from there. The important thing here is keeping your elbows tucked at your side. You don't want your elbows flaring out to the side, doing like the chicken dance or anything like that. You want to keep the elbows nice and tight up against your body, so that when you're coming to the top of that movement, you're keeping all the focus on your bicep instead of secondary muscles like your shoulders or your triceps, that sort of thing. So this is just going to be a different view just so you guys can see it. The weight is still staying in front of me. My elbows, as you can see, are tucked in at my side nice and tight. When you come up to the top, you're really getting that peak contraction. And sitting down, I'm lowering them to the top of my thighs in essence, so I can't go any lower than that. As opposed to what you're about to see next, if you choose to stand, you can have a lot longer of a range of motion because you don't have that 90-degree angle. You can actually go all the way down in front of your thighs and coming back up at the top, and the same thing like before, you're squeezing that muscle really hard. So either 2 of these ways are both effective. Whatever ends up working for you, you can feel free to experiment with both. So next we're going to the hammer grip dumbbell curls. This is like a slight variation of the one that probably most people are familiar with. All we're going to be doing is turning the arm inward and raising the dumbbell up to about chest level. And it's the same thing as with the dumbbell curls. We're really squeezing, but we're just giving it a different look just to hit another head of the actual bicep itself. And same thing, standing is to do this best. You can't really do it seated that well because, well, it's not going to give you the range of motion needed to be able to completely complete this exercise. So one thing with this is grip is important. I like keeping my hand at the top of the weight, so therefore my hand is just basically a hook, and I'm not having my hand in the middle of the weight actually squeezing it, letting my forearms work. Keeping it more towards the top is going to allow your bicep to work. So this is something you don't want to do. You don't want to be swinging the weight and flailing your body, because that's just going to mean your glutes and your cores aren't tight. So now tricep push downs. I like doing this these last 2 exercises in the form of superset, which is one exercise right after the other. First, with the tricep press down, you want to make sure that your elbows are tucked in against you, and you can do these on a cable machine is most likely best. You want to really squeeze at the bottom. You don't want your arms coming all the way up into your chest. If that's the case, lower the weight. You want to just press down and your arms out, so you're in essence squeezing your triceps out to the side. Now, if your gym doesn't have this attachment per se, they most certainly should have this one. Either one of these 2 are perfectly fine for completing the tricep press down. The last one is my favorite. It's a tricep rope push down. So it's still going to be the same mechanics, the same setup in essence. The only thing you're going to do with the rope is when you get to the bottom of that movement, you're just going to split the rope apart, like how you see I'm kicking the rope out to the side. That's also going to allow you to hit your triceps in a different head as opposed to just a straight push down, because you're getting that extra flare down out at the end, which is works for a great finisher. So if you like this video, guys, hit the thumbs up and stay tuned for the third episode coming soon.